Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are live in the Counselor's Office with some more Destiny news for you. That's right. Maybe one day we'll have like a news station again, and I'll do something fancy. I don't know. But right now, we're going to keep the studio the way it is for these reacts. We have some news for you. Former Bungie lawyer says Sony's discipline forced Bungie to get their heads out of their asses and fix the things that were wrong with their game. Woo! Yeah, and listen, people think game's not dead, but let's Steam charts, Destiny 2 Steam charts. Let's see. What is the player population right now? Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. But yeah, when you know that Sony is telling you to get your head out of your ass and fix your game, yeah, things are bad. All those Bungie bots out there saying people are just doom and gloom. You guys don't know what you're talking about. It's just the end of a 10-year saga. It's not that bad. Yeah, when Big Daddy Sony tells you to literally pull your head out of your ass and make a good game, you know you done effed up. This is the future I thought the company should embrace after Sony acquisition. A studio, not an independent company, but there were a lot of egos for whom it was important to pretend that nothing would change. Ooh! We've heard those before. We've heard egos, which is why Bungie for the longest time refused to accept player feedback. So let's jump into it. Yeah, Bungie has been notorious for ignoring player feedback, and in general, they are very prideful. That's why they butt heads with Microsoft. They refuse to do things, and they wanted to do things their own way. And now we've come full circle where they're doing it with Sony. Former Bungie Chief Legal Officer Don McGowan credits Sony's discipline for pushing Bungie to focus on new player acquisition and running Destiny 2 like a business, shedding light on behind-the-scenes changes at the studio. Destiny 2 has seen a whirlwind of changes recently, and according to former Bungie Chief Legal Officer Don McGowan, much of that is thanks to Sony's influence. Thank you, Sony. Please continue to have them pull their head out of their asses more. In a new post on LinkedIn, McGowan didn't hold back his thoughts, saying that Sony has pushed Bungie to make much-needed adjustments to how to handle its flagship game. That's funny when Sony literally is saying, hey, you're screwing up your own flagship. It's time for us to come in and tell you what to do now. Thank you. That's what we need. McGowan acknowledged that while the recent layoffs are not part of the praise, Sony inflicting some discipline on Bungie brought exactly what was needed. Much though it pains me to say this, it appears that Sony's inflicting some discipline on my former colleagues may have forced them to fix the things that were wrong with their game, said McGowan in a post on LinkedIn. To be clear, I'm not talking about the layoffs. I'm talking about forcing them to get their heads out of their asses and focus on things like implementing a method for new player acquisition, not just doing fan service for the fans in the Bungie C-suite. And running the game like a business. Good. I still have friends in that environment. I like them to keep jobs. Yeah, like when they say fan service, they're talking about people in the company. If they were really focusing on fan service to the fans, they wouldn't have wrote the narrative that is the garbage fan fiction that is episode 1. And this is part of the reason why they're probably being told to get their head out of their asses, because the fan fiction isn't hitting well with the players. I'm sorry. If it was good, people would stick around and give it praise, but it is just bad. Like, we need a Metacritic for every seasonal thing, an episode, and I'm guaranteeing it would be like it would be like 0.4 or something. It'd be really bad. Just, it's garbage. But yeah, Sony's like, hey, stop dicking around with your fan fiction. It's time to focus on a business and focus on targeting the people you're trying to sell the game to. This game is not meant for you. It's meant for the people who are trying to buy it. That's what Bungie needs to do. Sony needs to tell them, hey, this game is not you. You're not the target audience. It's over here. The people that are leaving, you idiots. Destiny's 2 annual model, the 2 mini expansions. This following Bungie's significant overhaul of Destiny 2's business model, with the game's next era, codenamed Frontier, shifts from annual expansions to a more dynamic approach, featuring 2 medium-sized expansions each year and 4 free content updates. McGowan reflects on Bungie's transition following its acquisition by Sony in a $3.6 billion deal, emphasizing how the deal was initially misunderstood by many within the company. This is the future I thought the company should embrace after the Sony acquisition, a studio, not an independent company. But there was a lot of egos for whom it was important to pretend nothing would change. I remember sitting there during the deal saying, do you think Sony describes this as them getting to pay $3.6 billion for the right to have no input into what Bungie does? That was exactly what... Hey, if you ever wonder why Bungie bots and Bungie shields all have like opium and copium up their ass, it's because Bungie had it first. Yeah, guys, they spent $3.6 billion and they're not going to tell us at all what to do. We are free to do whatever we want. They will never tell us what to do. $3.6 billion, not going to say a thing. Nope. That's not ego, bro. That is pure stupidity. The people in that company are brain dead. No wonder they have brain dead followers that will go to hell and back for them. You have to be a special kind of stupid if you think that some massive company like Sony would spend $3.6 billion and not do anything with it. You have to be a special kind of stupid. I guess they've been given cause to understand that now that's not how things are going to work. Good. The changes described in this article are things that you do to run a franchise, not to keep making the game you and your friends have mastered or to chase towards. Ooh, more calling out the people in the company. This game's not for you and your friends. It's for the people. Listen, devs. It's not your game. It's our game. You're making it to sell it for profit. That's your job. When you have passion behind it, you enjoy it, you should. Because if you have no passion and it has no soul, no one's going to buy it. But when you make something that's only passionate for you, no one's going to buy it either. No one cares about your fan fiction, your crappy story, your crappy gameplay loop. It's lazy, it's bad, and no one wants it. Hence, the player drop. You don't get numbers like this. Listen, you think Sony's making their $3.6 billion back with these numbers? Hell no. You think they're stupid? You think that Sony's not looking at the numbers? You think they're not doing what I'm doing and they're not looking across the board and seeing how bad of a dip is going on right now? Absolutely they are. They're seeing $3.6 billion go down the toilet. That's why they're being told literally to get their heads out of their ass. In February 2024, Sony's Group Chief Operator Officer Hiroki Toki noted that Bungie has room for improvement in business operations, particularly regarding the use of business expenses and assuming accountability for development timelines. And we actually have a timeline now. Yeah, because they were just doing everything that they thought was best. Minimal effort, trying to make too many side projects that no one gives a crap about. And now they're being held accountable for mismanaging funds. I think it's hilarious. Sony, not only is the big honcho come out and told them to, like, the chief operator say, hey, you're screwing up, but Sony has literally come out and told them to get their head out of their asses. I'm sorry. That's like Microsoft going to Activision and telling them, hey, stop dicking around, make a good game. You know, if they did that, you know they're messing up. I don't know any other company, especially like Sony has some big hits like The Last of Us, God of War, Horizon Zero, Spider-Man, which, you know, the new one apparently is pretty bad, but the fact that they're coming out specifically and saying, you're going to be the target right now. We're not going to talk about the other studios. They're doing their job, but you, Bungie, you're effing up. It's bad. You can't shape this. You can try to take your copium. You can literally try to cope as much as you want, Bungie shields. But This is a reality check. This right here is a reality check. Get their head out of their asses. Wow. That's bad. If Bungie doesn't, I fully expect Marathon has nothing good updates with all the leaks and things coming out. There's nothing exciting coming out of Marathon right now, which is really bad. They're going to be just like Concord, where it's going to be dead on arrival. Though I hope they learn from Concord. If they do like a hero shooter, they don't do a Concord where they make characters that are boring and no one likes, because that is what will kill the game. But I fully expect this to come out at the wrong time, and people are already going to have a negative vibe about it, especially if multiple reports coming out that it's not good gameplay. I fully expect more layoffs. But Sony has got their thumb on Bungie. You don't realize it, but Sony is pushing them, because Sony actually has decent games. Like God of War, Last of Us. There's some good games in that company. And right now, Bungie is making them look like a joke. Bungie is the unwanted stepchild of the Sony Corporation right now. Like, all eyes are on them. And if you don't think that they're not making the company look bad by bringing them down, you are wrong. And there's a reason why Sony is like, get it together. I fully expect we're going to see more changes. I fully expect Sony bringing the hammer down more. And I think good. It is about time. Bungie is a special kind of stupid, where the people in that company thought that they were going to have free reign to do whatever the F they want after being bought for $3.6 billion. Sorry, sweetie. That's not how that works. I'm not even like a corporate genius, and even I could put two together. Huh? We just paid $3.6 billion. I think they're going to want to make the money back. Yeah. I'm telling you, Bungie has a special kind of stupid in its company. Both the leaders and the people in it who are making the game for themselves. And when you have Sony telling them to stop making the game for themselves and treat it like a franchise and actually make the game for the people who need to be buying it, that's a reality check. Holy crap. This is a reality check. This is the wake-up call. If this wasn't a wake-up call, this right here, being told by Sony, and the fact that they're being disciplined, again, facts mean more than feelings. And it is so satisfying to be reassured that my opinions that are based on, facts, are also being backed by Sony, the company that now owns Bungie. I think it's a reality check. Defend them all you want, but you are going to have to smell the roses or the dog manure like Bungie is. Right now, the way I see it is Sony owns them like a dog, and they've got their head, and the dog just crapped on the floor. And Sony is like, no, and they stick their nose into the poo to teach them not to do it, to crap on the floor anymore. That's exactly what's going on with Bungie right now. Their nose is being stuck in their own crap, and now they're being forced to smell it. You smell that? It's called bad fan fiction. What's that? There's a reason why episodes are going away, because it's dog crap. Oh no, we're smelling our own farts. Our egos are getting in the way. Oh no, we have to actually listen to our player base. What's that? Oh no, we actually have to care about people buying our game and not focus on what we want. What's that? We need to make it focused on the larger demographic instead of our demographic or what we think should play the game. What's that? Oh, what? What's that? We're not making money. Oh, I'm sorry, Sony. I'm sorry. We're gonna do better. We're gonna do better. At this point, I'm being facetious, and it's really just to trigger people who absolutely hate hearing criticism. Like, people out there just they would die for Bungie. They would take a grenade to the face, even though Bungie would not give a crap. They would absolutely take a grenade to the face for Bungie. That's how stupid people are. $3.6 billion, and they thought nothing. They thought they were going to be independent. They were going to be acted like a. That is a special kind of stupid. It explains so much I don't know who's out there that is still a fan of Bungie, because I'm not. I'm a fan of Destiny, but the company you could literally Sony could replace them with any other company, and I'd be okay with that. Bungie is a joke to me. And apparently it's a joke to Sony because they're telling them to get their head out of their ass. This will always be my go-to statement about Bungie. Well, you know that company that was told to get their head out of their ass? That's Bungie. You could say that Bungie's becoming the butt of the joke. Play stupid games and you get stupid rewards. That's how it goes. Play stupid games, you get stupid rewards. I don't know what is going on in our world. And what's sad is I guarantee a lot of these are probably like millennials my age or a little bit older. And I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. As a millennial, I apologize to everyone that you are witnessing some of the most stupidness from some of the stupidest people of my generation. I apologize. I take ownership of it. I'm sorry. Now, I think P. Parsons is older than my generation, the boomers. I mean, I do not claim Pete Parsons of my generation. That's a special kind of stupid. That is his own box. But as for me, I apologize for all the millennials working at Bungie who made bad fan fiction and continue to ruin the game that we like and enjoy. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Man, what a journey. What a journey to go on. I'm here for the ride. At this point, I'm here to just eat popcorn. This is a show for me. I'm invested in this bad roller coaster. Like, this could be the final destination, and I'm the guy in the back like, hey, we're all gonna die, but I'm just gonna enjoy the show, man. I'm not popcorn. I don't know what to think anymore, but my God. Get their head out of their ass. That's a statement that most people would probably never would have thought of hearing about Bungie back in the day. But here we are. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Again, hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. As always, game out.